If it says Atari 2600, you know there's at least a 55% chance it's got to be good. This is the standard joystick controller, a genuine replacement part from Atari. Still in the box. Wow. This was sent to the show by Eric in Pasadena, California. Thank you very much, Eric, who seems to have paid $9.99 for it at Jefferson Ward like 30 years ago. Never even heard of a Jefferson Ward. Apparently they sold genuine Atari replacement parts, which is good. Now I'm going to unbox this thing and prepare to use it in the stick stand review. That's right. The Atari controller fits into here, and this has rubber feet. And should hold it so it doesn't wobble around as much. I guess we'll find out how effective the stick stand is. But first, we need to take this out of the box, so let's admire it. Standard joystick controller. Multi-directional joystick controller. That's good. You don't want a controller that only goes in like one direction. That would be the Atari 5200 controller. Quick action fire button. It simply plugs into the back of your Atari 2600 because who would put the controller ports at the front? And as you can see, it works with other Atari products like these computers. Genuine Atari products, and I'm sure that you can send Atari a letter and they'll get back to you in a timely fashion. I always talk about this, but one of the things I remember about opening up Atari games is that the boxes had a very unique feel. They had like a certain texture, and this has that texture. So, one-handed, I'm going to pull the... How is this not opened after 30 years? Woo! It's encased in cardboard night. It's terrible. There it is. How has nobody unboxed this after 30 years? It's like this controller wanted to be unboxed on Classic Game Room and then used with the stick stand. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's rubbery. Does it have a part number on it? Did Atari bother putting part numbers on things? Huh. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go grab one of the other controllers around here and we'll take a close-up look and see if this replacement controller is identical to one of the original controllers. I don't think so. I think this is slightly different. It's got this, like that, you know that feeling after something rubber's been sitting around for like 30 years? It gets a little gummy? Yeah, like that. Now, I'm sure this won't come as a surprise to you, but I have several other Atari 2600 joysticks. This is just a few of them. This is one of the older ones, and I like that it has some color on there. And sure enough, well, you can't see probably on the camera, but there is a bit of a texture, like a rubber surface on this. I don't think I ever really noticed that before, after how many years of playing Atari. But this one, this is the one I just unboxed. Maybe it just needs a good cleaning. Here's the Repro joystick from the flashback, which has Atari on the back, and that does not have a rubbery surface. And for comparison, this is the one that came with the Atari XEGS computer, and it also has just a bit of a rubbery surface. That was fun, unboxing an Atari 2600 controller after all these years, and soon I will be placing it in a stick stand and reviewing games with the new 2600 controller and the stick stand. This thing actually kind of works. The stick stand. Look at that. This may be one of the smartest Atari peripherals I've ever seen. Stick stand review coming soon. Get your CGR shirts and glassware at ClassicGameRoom.com. Classic Game Room is brought to you by Magnum Skywolf. CGR is supported by fans on Patreon. Thank you.